My character in this film is named Emily. Oh my God, what is my last name?
I was just thinking that myself and I couldn't remember it.
Oh.
And that bothers me.
It's,
Dila.
I know it's Italian.
Yeah.
Anyway, describe her. Emily is from New Jersey and she wants to be an artist, went to art school, and because of that is drowning in debt and student loans, and has found herself in Los Angeles working in the gig economy and trying to navigate a life after having a minor criminal record, and finding it really hard to make her way. And she starts making different choices that take her down a very different path than she ever expected.
I'm Theo Rossi, and I play Youcef. His cousin Khalil is running a underground, basically credit card fraud business where they set up dummy shoppers to go do illegal activity and buy different goods. And it's basically part of this family business that he has an end game. He doesn't want to be in it. He wants to do something else with his life. And he doesn't know how. And then comes along Emily, which turns his world upside down. He starts making choices and doing things that potentially he might not have done. And then the romantic entanglement of them two causes issues with him. And the journey begins.
I read the script a couple years ago, and I became obsessed with it. And I met with John Patton Ford, the writer-director. He agreed to allow me to produce the film, and I wanted to play the character of Emily. I loved this character so much, and I just loved the potential of the entire project. It's been a couple years in the making now, but I think we've done exactly what we set out to do.
I was involved. I was filming this other project, and I got a call, and I read the script in probably under 40 minutes, which is a rarity. Then I found out who was involved, and we had our meetings, and I knew that this was a special project, and I still feel that way. So it was just one of those ones that came together really fast, and that's how I kind of got involved after my meetings with Aubrey, the producer, Aubrey, the actress, and John, and we just had this incredible team and everybody involved.
I'm definitely aware of, the seediness of Los Angeles. I was not aware of this particular dummy shopper credit card scam, which John found out about and wrote about and taught us all about. So it was really interesting to kind of do a deep dive into a scam like this. And you hear about credit card fraud, it happens to you. It's happened to me a lot. I'm sure it's happened to everybody at this point, but you never really understand who's doing this. So it was cool to kind of get my hands on one of those embossing machines and figure out how to do it myself in case, things go south with my career. I have something to fall back on.
Yeah.
More related to this film, I think I had a couple of years in New York where I was temping and working in different offices and working the restaurant industry. And I won't give names, but I worked in a bowling alley once, and they really pushed me to the limit. I'll never forget them. You know who you are.
Those pins.
Bowlmore doesn't exist anymore, but I had some issues back in the day. You?
I believe that when you're pushed to the edge and your back's against the wall, that's the most revealing place to be.
Yeah. How are you going to react?
How are you going to react?
What are you going to do?
What are you made of?
What are you made of? Who are you?
Who are you? Where are we?
Yeah.
All these things come from being pushed against that wall.
Yeah. Something that a lot of people don't know about me is that I have a very athletic upbringing. I played a lot of sports growing up. I played baseball. I played basketball, volleyball. I was on the swim team. The list goes on.
Saxophone.
And I played the saxophone, although that's, that's more of an oral kind of fixation that I had. But I liked the physical aspect of this film and I love the idea of doing action. I've always wanted to be in an action film. So we got a little taste of it with this movie, and it's fun. It's fun. I love working with the stunt coordinators and kind of, keeping your stamina up and just getting your hands dirty. I love it. Can't get enough of it. I like to be
slapped around a little bit.
Driving and tasing. How did I find the character? It was all there in the writing. The writing was absolutely extraordinary, and the people we were working around were extraordinary. I think when you're in that situation, it just makes it a little bit of an easier step up because there's no big reaching. You're not trying to make something that it's not. It's all right there on the page. And I think the compassion of Youcef comes from his willingness to potentially let himself fall for Emily, and then also wanting the best for his mom and himself and all that. So, but while being criminal-minded.
It was a very sort of spiritual experience being out there and seeing what it is, you know, how vulnerable we are as humans if we are in the African bush and without all our little gadgets.
Welcome to FabTV. Look at Hollywood's latest. See all the red carpets dressed to a T. Yeah, you know me. It's all free.